And in addition to their opinion, we will also exercise our opinion in seeing what will be in the interest of Nigeria and all sections of Nigeria in the Petroleum Industry Bill. And let the public also accept that the Petroleum Industry Bill is not a new law. Only about 3 matters are new insertions. The question of community interest, and the question of frontier exploration, and one other matter. The rest are all an amalgam of all the laws existing in the petroleum industry, which is sought to be brought into one document. And in fact, as far as I'm concerned, we are simply making a no issue out of something that is, we are making issue out of something that is actually not an issue, in my opinion. So we will consider and pass the Petroleum Industry Bill as soon as the committee submits its report.
Now, there was a critical motion on the investigation of fuel subsidy. That report has been concluded by the committee and laid on the floor of the Senate. Almost 2 years after the report was laid, we have not heard anything about the report. Why has the report not been debated?
It is pending with the Rules and Business Committee. The report has been submitted, right? We will distribute the report. We will list the report. I'm sure you will have seen the tension there were, the competing interest on different matters which we had to consider. And you'll find out that most days we list matters every day. I think it's only very rare that we finish. Sometimes we can't go up to half before it is 3, 4. And of course, when we finish, we go into different committees, the different committees to which senators belong. So we will also prioritize that in addition to the committee on the alleged missing fund. In my opinion, and from what I saw, there has been no indictment of any highly placed official. But there were issues which they thought that should be addressed by way of legislation to streamline. So therefore, I just want to assure that that report will be brought up for consideration.
I am intelligent.
I'm incisive.
I am passionate.
I am focused.
I am diplomatic. I'm creative. I am people-oriented.
I am logical.
I am detailed.
I am determined.
I am inquisitive. I am trained.
You're welcome back to the Gavel. Now, a lot has been happening in the country's aviation sector. The president removed some key heads of the aviation ministry and parastatals and replaced them with new people. Also, the aviation ministry is still continuing with the remodeling of some airports in the country. While the Senate Committee on Aviation, as part of its oversight, went on an inspection tour of some aviation parastatals and facilities. Watch. The Senate Committee on Aviation has been inspecting aviation parastatals and agencies as part of their oversight function. Recently, the committee went on an oversight visit to the Nigeria Meteorological Agency, where they inspected some of the agency's facilities. For the chairman of the Senate Committee on Aviation, this inspection exercise is necessary to transform the Nigeria aviation sector.
Commending your efforts and also join other stakeholders in encouraging you to give us a NIMED that will stand the test of time, a NIMED that will be world-class, and a NIMED that will help promote our image as a country.
The committee then proceeded to inspect the ongoing new Abuja Airport terminal. Committee members wondered if the terminal can cater for aircrafts like the A380, which they say would add an additional value to the country.
Anyone from now, airlines like Emirates will start coming to Abuja. And all over the world, people are excited flying A380. And we want to believe that if this terminal is constructed in a manner that they can take aircraft like A380 It will be an additional value to our country and also provide a better joy for our passengers.
The chairman also re-emphasized that no aviation project has been suspended. He promised that the committee will see that the projects are completed, which will give Nigerians value for their money.
We will police the project, we will follow up with the contractor, follow up the ministry to ensure Nigeria will get value for money.
What are Nigerians to expect from a newly passed pension reform bill? Well, the chairman, Senate Committee on Establishment, Senator Aloysius Etok, tells us.
The major reforms that we'll have in the new Pension Reform Acts will be the situation where all the pension offices have been brought under one umbrella and one supervision and one superintendency. In that case, it means that the new law captures what we call the old pension scheme, which they used to call pay as you go, through the establishment of PITA Department, Pension Transition Administration Department, to cater for pension offices like the civil service pension, the police, the immigration, prisons, what they call SIPO, and other pension offices. They're all brought together under PITAD and then put under the supervisory authority of PENCOM. That is to say, we can now have all the pension offices in the country, except maybe that of the military and the intelligence sector, put under the same administration, the same superintendency of the particular agency. And that helps us to now have a complete overlook and have a complete oversight of the entire pension offices under one administration, and to protect the funds, the pension funds, from being misapplied and misused and to be embezzled.
Now, this agency you're talking about, PITAD, is it a brand new agency or is it an existing agency?
It is an agency which has already been formed and is existent now. They have been in existence for the past maybe 7-8 months. It is based on the report of the pension probe we did, and we recommended that as soon as, or as far as those pension offices are still scattered, you'll be having too many people looking at them, and the one who is supervisor would now be tired of trying to run right, left, and center and forward. That the best thing is to bring all of them under the same administration, as it is enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that brought about the creation of PITAD. And PITAD has now taken up, presently is domiciled in as an independent unit in the Ministry of Finance, being supervised by Ministry of Finance, but it has supervisory or oversights and what we call control, is under the control and supervisory authority of PENCOM. So it is now well positioned, and one can be very sure of the funds being managed properly.
Your committee, some months back, last year actually, organized a public hearing that was greatly monitored by Nigerians. At that public hearing, we saw lots of issues playing out, lots of revelations showing how pension funds were misappropriated. What has happened since then?
We sat in the public. We presented the issues in the public. And you and me saw what the confession and the testimonies of others who appeared. Those who appeared to tell stories of how the accounts were used to siphon money, and you heard how somebody confessed having used about 1.8 billion to do biometric, and as I speak today, there is not a file of one sheet of paper of those verified handed over to even petard as it is. You head out